STORYTIME. We back with another video. Welcome to 2025, gang. Y'all thought I was gonna leave y'all in 2024? It's not over, baby. We back on our roll. You feel me? Alright, let's get into the video. Now, this story time is a throwback. We was in like middle school when this happened. I'm gonna give all these people fake names. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Let's get to the point. Alright, cool. Nah, y'all read the title. Yes, correct. Usher and R. Kelly type ish. Are you talking about the pink phone? The blue one. She told me that was turned off. Alright. Anyway, so boom. I had this best friend. I was actually going out with her brother. And yeah. But like me and her brother was not going out. We liked each other at this point. But we actually did end up going together. So go look at a couple of my old story times. We gonna call her Tink. Cause I miss my Tink, okay? We gonna call her Tink. And me and her brother was just talking at this time. We never did nothing, we never touched, we never did none of that. And like he told me he wasn't a virgin, but also y'all already know I got R'd before, and it got taken away from me. But I didn't tell him that. I'm just like, okay, I did it too, like trying to be cool type junk. So boom, I had this one friend. We're gonna call her Hot Tamale, short Hottie for short. Okay, cool. Me and Hottie just chilling in the front office. If you ever been in apartments, you would know every apartment have a front office, a main office type junk, right? Cool. Hold on. Boom. So how do you know for popping her issue? You feel me? So my mom never wanted me to hang around her. I wonder why. We're gonna get into it, but this is just a little glimpse. And then she got hit by a train. You remember that? All right, cool. Anyways, so we're in front of the office, and she was like, "Oh my god, like this one boy want me to see him. His name is in the Bible, so we're gonna just." We're gonna say his name is Matthew. She said, I want to see Matt, because they shortened it up. She said, I want to see Matt. I said, who's Matt? She was like, oh, his name is Matthew, like from the Bible. But I want to see him because he actually want to touch on my body. And I was like, you let people touch on your body? She was like, yeah, girl. Like, and she's younger than me. She's like a year younger than me. She was like, yeah, girl. Like, the heck? What? You ain't doing it? I was like, no, I'm not doing it. She was like, but don't you talk to. We're gonna call him. I see Chlorine. Okay. She's like, don't you talk to Chlorine? Like, I said, okay, but me and Chlorine never did it. That's Tink, brother. I'm going to respect that. I knew Chlorine before I knew Tink. But as we was talking, Tink, I was like, you got a twin sister? Like, I always click up with the family members, like, always. Like, that's just me. Like, the family loves me. When she actually became my best friend. So I was like, yeah, but me and him never did nothing. Like, I'll be going over there chilling and talking, and that's it, kissing and all that. She was like, girl, well, the word around town is Chlorine been getting off, so you need to get your stripes up so you can know what you're doing with him. I was like, okay. But I was like, I'm scared. She was like, girl, come on, you gonna come with me and Matthew. He actually got a friend. I said, okay. His friend, we're gonna call him Day Day. This is not his name, of course. Disclaimer, this is not his name. She's like, he got a friend named Day Day. We're finna meet them at the park. Let's go. Let's chill with them. I was like, okay, cool. This is before I even knew what a bando was, y'all. Bando is an abandoned place. This is throwback. Okay, so don't give me too much. So boom. I never told her I was R'd. I never told her none of that. I just said I was a virgin and I left it at that. So she was like, come on, let's meet them at the park. So I'm like, okay, we finna just chill at the park. We finna cool it and kick it. So boom. We was at the park and it started getting like nighttime. Like the sun was setting in. It wasn't really nighttime, but the sun was setting. Like it was getting there. And my mama said before the street lights come on, I need to go. But anyways, the street lights didn't come on yet. It was dark. We just got out of school. We was in middle school, so school get out late. We got out of school at like 4 something. Anyways, boom, we walked from the office to the park. We were chilling at the park for a good little minute. We didn't smoke or anything. Like that I never did those activities then. Okay, then. So yeah, we were just chilling. We was talking. They was playing around, and I was like, always chubby. So there was like, Dede, why you not talking to her? He was like, oh, I am. Like, just chill. Let me handle this. I'm gonna talk to her. So he was like, come on, girl, come walk with me. And he was funny. He had a little sass to him, but he wasn't. that, But he was funny as hell. He was goofy just like me. But nobody knows that because I'm shy and I got social anxiety. So yeah, y'all gonna think I'm shy, but when I open up, y'all gonna be like, this girl is a fool. Like she is a trip. And yes, we still got our Christmas tree up. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me? Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, cool. So yeah, we was talking and we chopped it up. And they was like, oh yeah, let's go to my place. So I was like, let's go to your place. So boom, we went to this door or whatever, and I'm like, this your place for real? And they was like, yeah, we gotta do something real quick. So I heard a cling, 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 like a cling, like something breaking. And then all of a sudden, a jit come open the door. And it's like, oh, welcome to our place. It don't have any furniture. And Hottie was like, boy, this is a bando. He's like, I know. Okay, y'all go in this room and talk. Me and her gonna go in this room and get it cracking. So I was like, okay, let's talk. Fuck it, let's talk. So he was like, we were just sitting there on the floor. I'm talking about it was already condoms, beer bottles, everything else in this room. Even probably a crack pipe. I don't know. I didn't know how drugs looked. But I'll guarantee you it was in this house. Anyways, the house was like windows and broke, all that. So yeah, he's like, yeah, what you want to talk about? I was like, I don't know. What you want to talk about? I was like, what school you go to? He's like, oh, I go to blank, blank, blank. It's on the other side of town, but the bus come get us and whoop. And he's like, what school you go to? I was like, oh, I go to Kathleen Middle, He's like, ooh, okay, middle school girl. Like, you ever did anything? I was like, no. And he was like, do you want to? I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, come on, you can talk to me. And I was like, okay, well, let me tell you the truth. I did something, but I didn't want it done to me. He was like, that's like R. I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, do you like me? I was like, you cute. You all right. And I was like, you cute. You all right. He was like, okay, well, how about I be your first? I was like, okay, you could. I mean, he's like, yeah, that way you won't have to tell anybody you got R before. I know how uncomfortable that might be. The whole time he manipulated the hell out of me. I'm just like going with it. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you right. Let me get my scraps under my belt. So he was like, okay, so I'm gonna do it to you. You just lay here, like lay here. And I was like, he was on me. I don't want to get into it, but he was on me type junk, and I did not like it. I was like, he's like, well, I'm sorry. Let me know if I'm hurting you. But that shit, I was like, okay, yeah, no, I can't do this. And he's like, how about you get on top, like get on top of me? So I was like, okay, we could try this. All right, I did it. I got on top, and I seen a tattoo of two initials. I don't know how we're gonna do this. We're gonna call him Speed Stick. His real name was Speed Stick, but his nickname was Day Day. Okay, I knew him as Day Day. So he had an S and an S, but really it was two different letters. Okay, I don't want to get into all that. And I saw two S's on his arm, and I was like, Day Day and Speed Stick. That don't even go together. I was like, who? I was like on him with my arms on him. I was like, who initials are these? He's like, oh, that's my real name. I was like, oh, okay. All right. He's like, let's just keep doing this. I was like, okay. Mind you, Tink, let's backtrack. Tink told me she was going with a boy that was named Speed. Okay, so I'm not thinking it's an S on his arm and an S. I never said, oh, what's your government? I should. Now I know to ask a nigga their name for sure. A ninja their name for sure. But yeah, she was telling me she go with a boy named Speed. So I was like, okay, cool. My best friend got a man named Speed. I got a man named Day Day. Boom. So we end up finishing or whatever. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. He's like, okay, we could just try it some other time. It's okay. I'm not gonna rush you into it. But I'm your man now. You my girl, and you better not be what you want with nobody else. I was like, okay, like, okay, you're my man. So boom, I told my friend, I was like, Tink, you never would believe what I just did. And I told her everything because she already knew I was art. She's like, good, that's what's up. Like, he a good man for that. Like, he a good man, Savannah. I was like, yes, okay. His name is Day Day. She's like, you got you a Day Day, and I got me a Speed Stick. I said, huh? She's like, his initials is SS. I was like, okay, cool. You got your Speed Stick. I was like, you know what's funny? The dude that Day Day had a tattoo of S and S. So what's popping? I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. So boom, the nigga knew. Okay, she was like, come meet me. She's like, okay, boom, we gonna skip. She was like, let's set this man up one day. Like, let's have a double date. I was like, okay, cool, let's have a double date. She was like, I'm gonna text my dude, and you text your dude so we can have a double date and we can just chill. I was like, okay. Us not knowing, we didn't know yet. I was like, oh, hey, Day Day, you want to meet me in Cambridge Cove? That's what the apartment was called. If you know, you know, Lakeland, Florida. Okay. He's like, yeah, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna get my bike. I'm gonna go slide, woo, slide. So she was like, oh, speed stick, government. You want to meet me in Cambridge Cove? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna have my mama drop me off. So I was like, okay, your dude finna get dropped off. My dude finna ride his bike over here. I'm talking about it was already like 2 o'clock p.m. We're waiting all the way to nighttime. And we texting me like, where you at? I'm texting mine. I was like, where you at? He was like, oh, something came up, but I'll be there in a little bit. And then he was like, oh, my mama tripping about a ride. So I gotta clean the house and then I'm coming. It's like he's stalling. He's stalling. I think he knew. I think he knew then, but we didn't know. So I was like, it fell to nighttime. I was like, girl, I'm gonna go home. And I was like, you know what? What's your dude name? She's like, Speed Stick. I was like, dude, he got a tattoo on his arms of his initials. She's like, I don't know. Let me ask him. So she asked him, she's like, do you got any tattoos? He's like, yeah, I got a S and an S right here. I got this. She's like, he said he got 2 S's. I was like, Tink, no, Tink, I think that's him. She was like, what? No way, that ain't my man. That ain't my man, because he would never try me like that. And I, mind you, they never did nothing either, because my best friend was a virgin. But yeah, she was like, my man would never do nothing like that. Like, the fuck? He don't even be in those type of bandos. He don't even be like that. He don't even outside like that. I was like, okay. So I believe you, and I'm gonna just go home and think on it. Like, but my mind twirling, my mind swindling. Nah, I go home. He's like, where you at? I was like, I'm in a G now. I used to live in a G. The dirty of the dirty, the projects of the projects in Lakeland, Florida, acts about me. Oh, Kerr. Anyways, boom. He was like, he was like, oh yeah, you in a G now? I could come see you. Woody whoop. I was like, you could come see me tomorrow. I'm gonna go in the house and call it quits. It's a wrap. He was like, okay, cool. So I linked up with him the next day. They came to see me, and then, excuse my niece. Anyways, they came to see me, and then Matt came to see Hottie. And we were just talking. I was like, oh yeah, you talked to this one girl? He's like, no, I don't know who you talking about. I don't know who that is. So I'm like, bro, okay. But you got an S and an S. So what that stand for? He's like, oh, that's my brother initials. I thought that was your initials. He was like, oh, my brother died, so that's his initials. I was like, oh, okay, all right, interesting. So he twirling me even harder. So I was like, you didn't see your boo yet? He didn't come see you? She was like, no, I really think that's him. So boom, it was Kick. I had his Kick, and she had his real actual number. So I'm like, I asked Matt on the low. I was like, "What's your friend number? Like, give me your friend number." And he was like, "You got his kid?" I was like, "Yeah, but I want his number. Like, what he at? Like, I seen him. I seen Matt by himself. I was like, "What's his number? I want to know his number. Like, I don't want his kick no more." He's like, "Okay, here go his number." So I took the number, and I'm like, "Tink, I gotta see you today. I gotta see you today." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "I just gotta see you today." So I was like, what's his number?" She looked at me like when we was in person. She was like, "Why you want to know his number?" I was like, "Cause I got my day number. I want to know your speed stick number." So I was like, "Is it this number?" I showed her. She was like, "No way. Like, no way. How you get this?" I was like, "Matthew gave it to me." She was like, "You is fucking smart. Like, you are on it. You are on it." I was like, "Yeah, this the same nigga, dog." And he lied to our face. Whole time we didn't even know. He just knocked off. Well, he just talked to 2 homegirls, 2 best friends, and he knocked off one of them. Like, why she talking about he's sweet? This man is the devil. What is it? Girl, I don't know. Diabolical. Fuck it. He diabolical. I'm trying to say devil in Spanish. Help me out. Put it down there in the comments. He the devil. So boom, that shit got around. She started telling people like, oh, Yanni, that's what they call me. Yanni talked to my man and na. Boom, right? Hold on, let me get into the nitty. The word got around. I don't know if Hottie told it, or I don't know if Tink told it. It got around. So boom, I came one day to the G to see my man's, the one I was talking to. We never went out yet. I came to see Chlorine. And I was like, where your sister at? Hell, he was like, she in the house, she in the house or whatever. She'll be out later. And he's like, let's chill, let's walk around. So I'm walking around with him around Cambridge Cove, and I hear, that's her friend. That's her friend. Cause that couldn't have been my friend. I would have been bebop, boop, boop, boop. And I'm like hearing it, but I don't see nobody. And they know I don't see nobody. They're not fucking with me. They're not messing with me. Anybody, I beat that. I'll beat anybody. Like, come on, baby. I don't fear nothing. Holla at me. So I'm like, what was said? What was said? She's like, oh no, we were just talking about the situation. So then boom, Tink came out coincidentally. There's like, Tink, how you let her do that? How you let her do that? And she was like, dude, what? I really think Hottie told him, honestly. But Hottie was hanging out with they was all thoughts. So I was like, first of all, don't speak on shit. You don't got no business. Like, you don't even know nothing, so don't be speaking on me at all. And first off, we didn't even know this was the same nigga. Who the fuck is you? You can run them hands. And they was like, no, we don't want to run no hands. I'm just saying, like, how the hell that happened? That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. I was like, exactly. You feel me? That's our story. That's for us to know and you to never find out. And if she got a problem with it, she can tell me. Like, the fuck, I ain't do that on purpose on no backdoor. Never that. It ain't never gave no backdoor. Because I talked to her whole brother. So there's like, okay, I feel you. I don't want no smoke. I'm just saying, it was just a joke. I was like, you a joke, bitch. And I walked off with my nigga, like, come on, you a joke. So, anyways, he was like, what happened? I was like, I'll tell you later. I never told him later. But yeah, eventually he found out. And I gave her a free pass to date my ex. But she went from ex to exes. It was like a continuous time. Like she wanted to get that get back the whole time. You feel me? Damn, Tink, I love you. Like, damn, Tink, me and Tink actually, you know what I mean? Did some. But this was after all that. If y'all want to know that story time, let me know. Comment down more stories about Tink Tink. And we gonna give the tea, cause baby, I let her date my ex, and the ex was around me, and he was trying to get with me. And yeah, I'm gonna say that. But anyways, comment down below 2025 if y'all made it this far in the video. Comment down below more Tink stories if you want to know. Yes, this man had ran circles around us without us even knowing. Day. And he's still trying to talk to me to this day. Day. Never again. And that's not his real name. Yeah. Speed stick. Put him up, nigga. But yeah, anyways, that was my story time. I love you guys. Without further ado, give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe to become a red hot. Without further ado, deuces. We gonna throw that bitch up. We gonna whip that bitch. And for all y'all messy people in the back door queens that wanna pop your clearly he lied about his name. Clearly his nickname ain't have nothing to do with his real name. So y'all would be confused too. Okay?